HiveMind, and the Ninjago panel at San Diego Comic-Con is going on right now, or I guess as of the time of you guys seeing this video, it just finished. And at that panel, they've got cast members, writers, and more, and they're revealing all new stuff for Dragons Rising. And while, of course, I'm not at San Diego Comic-Con right now, The Brick Fan, who's another LEGO media website, is there at the panel, and he's live tweeting it. So I wanted to make this video for all of you to let you know what's going on. So first off, the Ninjago team mentions how there's a fine line to walk and how to move forward without ignoring older stuff in Ninjago. That's something we basically already know. Dragons Rising is a new start for Ninjago, so they don't want to tie it in too heavily to the original series, but they also want to have a lot of respect for the original series and not completely just discard it all. And they also mentioned that they had to say what they want to revisit and what to not show ever again. Now, the Brick Fan didn't elaborate on anything here. If we get any update, I'll mention it later in the video, but the idea of not show ever again is definitely very interesting. I'm curious what kind of stuff they are throwing out entirely from Ninjago. But now let's get into the big stuff. We have an official release date for Dragons Rising Part 2. The second 10 episodes will be released on October 12th. I think that's about the same as what Crystallized was in the US last year, so very exciting. I cannot wait to see those. We have a very small plot detail that just Beatrix wants revenge. Then the people at San Diego Comic-Con got an exclusive look at what I assume is a trailer for Part 2. Now, unfortunately, that trailer was not shared with us. Hopefully it's posted publicly soon, and if it is, I'll make a follow-up video about that. But the Brick Fan was still able to share with us some of the stuff that's in that trailer. First, they mentioned that the ninja are splitting into 3 teams. I think that matches with some leaks that we've already gotten for Part 2, with the ninja going to split up to try to find the different dragon energy cores. So I assume it's going to be like Kai and Wildfire to be like the fire people together. I assume Lloyd, Aaron, and Sora are sticking together, so maybe the last team will be Nia and Zane and they're going to be looking for Cole and Jay or whatever. I don't know, we don't have any more clarification on that yet. And then here's another thing that we basically already knew, but this is official confirmation. Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 2 is coming in 2024. So it's cool to have that officially confirmed, but we don't have any more info on that just yet. But it seems like that's most of what they had to say for Ninjago, because this panel is about both Ninjago and Dreams. So the Brick Fan mentions that they moved on to Dreams after that. However, they are going to have a Q&A at the end, and there might be more Ninjago stuff there. So as of the time we're recording this, they haven't gotten to it yet, but now I'll jump to when that Q&A has happened to see if there's any more new info. Okay, so the Q&A has officially started, and yes, there are some Ninjago questions being asked. First, someone asked, will there be more cameos of older characters? And they responded that we may see some old friends again. So that sounds to me like they can't confirm anything, but we probably will see older side characters again in the future. Though which characters that'll be and when we'll see them, I don't know. I feel like though characters like Dareth or Skylar have got to come back at some point. Here's something that just says, anything is possible with the merge? Interesting. Not sure exactly what that could mean, but alright. Apparently Ninjago is Vincent Tong's favorite show. Vincent Tong is, of course, the voice of Kai. Not sure why people are still asking about this, but does Vincent believe that Kai should have been the Green Ninja? He believed it, but nope. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but Vincent Tong is at the panel right now, so that's probably why there's so many questions directed towards him. Here's a confirmation of something that I pretty much expected, but if you're curious about it, Moro is not actually related to the new Master of Wind. The power of wind was just loose and it found a new home. Will there be any new mechs in Ninjago? Yes, definitely. I mean, I feel like that's a given, but it's still a very funny answer. Apparently Wildfire's element is still a mystery until October 12th. I know there was a leak a while ago that said it was heat instead of fire, but I'm not entirely sure the validity of that leak. But yeah, it sounds like the writers do not want to talk about that just yet. Apparently Brian Drummond's son voiced Percival. That was like the leader of the group of Imperium kids that Aaron met in like episodes 8 and 9. And Brian is of course the voice of Raz and also Ryu. Here's a question that I definitely wanted to see asked. Is Raz from Shima? And the people in the panel said that they know the answer but won't answer it and you have to watch to find out. Very interesting, so they're definitely leading us on. It would be a real shame if he wasn't from Shima after all of this. But I'm really glad that question was asked. Here are the most important of all the questions. Is the power of Brown an elemental power? And they answered that it's not appropriate to answer. I'm so glad that this is what the hour-long Ninjago panel is being used for. And that is it for the Ninjago panel. If there's any more news later today, like the LEGO posted trailer or anything, I'll make sure to update you guys. But I just want to say thank you so much to the Brick Fan for live tweeting all of this, because obviously if he was not there, we would not know any of this. Not as much info as I was expecting, we got a little bit more last year, but hopefully there's more for us to see soon. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any theories or ideas based off the info we just heard, and I think that's about all I got to say for this video. I've got a really big video that I've been working on for a while coming out either tomorrow or Saturday, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!